and it's great to join you today. We are here in the aviation capital of the world, Wichita, Kansas, for over 90 years, the home of Cessna and Beechcraft. Today, we'd like to share with you some exciting news on how these brands will continue to lead general aviation into the future. We're always looking for new ways to improve and break new ground. Whether it's in the services we offer or the aircraft we bring to life, our products continue to lead the world in general aviation. From the leading 172 Skyhawk to the longest running production aircraft in the aviation industry, the Beechcraft Bonanza, to the leading Citation Light jet family and the Citation Latitude, the most delivered mid-sized jet last year. We also continue to invest in the new Cessna Longitude, Denali, and Cessna Sky Courier products. And while we're obviously proud of our legacy and our achievements in general aviation, we are committed to innovation and providing our customers with the right aircraft at the right time. In addition to the aircraft I have already mentioned, one of our most popular aircraft is the legendary Beechcraft King Air. When it comes to business turboprops, the King Air family reigns supreme. For so many of us, the different variants of this aircraft are known as powerful platforms that have enabled many operators around the globe to do more and go farther. For nearly 6 decades, we have delivered over 7,600 King Airs to operators around the world. From business owners to corporate flight departments to medevac providers, King Air operators span a variety of industries and missions, a true testament to the versatility and reliability of this aircraft. In fact, many of our King Air operators around the world have continued to fly their aircraft even during the pandemic, bringing critical supplies to those who need it most and providing life-saving missions when every minute counts. We are always listening to our King Air customers and longtime operators to push the envelope and help their missions. Leveraging their feedback, we have chosen to take a closer look at the different King Air variants currently in production and ask ourselves some serious questions about the aircraft's legacy and, more importantly, its possibilities. How could we take the King Air, one of the premier products in aviation, to the next level? What should the King Air look like in 2020 and beyond? Who would benefit from a new King Air? I would now like to turn it over to our CEO and President, Ron Draper, to announce the next era in the iconic King Air family. Ron?
Thank you, Rob. On behalf of the 12,000 global members of the Textron Aviation family, I'm pleased to announce the new Beechcraft King Air 360 and King Air 360 ER. This exciting aircraft builds on the successful legacy of the King Air 350 platform, its many attributes and amenities. Our philosophy on designing aircraft is simple. It's listening to you, our customers. The enhancements we'll announce today were incorporated through many conversations over the years. Our collaborative effort was the catalyst behind the innovation and next generation capabilities you'll see in the King Air 360. In the development of the King Air 360, we focused on all the important aspects of aircraft ownership and operation. In the front of the aircraft, we're going to detail what we've done to reduce the workload for pilots, making flying the aircraft easier. And for the passengers in the back, we focused on redesigning the cabin experience to provide a more comfortable and modern environment. These upgrades include advanced auto throttles, a more comfortable cabin altitude, and a completely redesigned cabin in the back. Aircraft assembly is already underway here in Wichita by our hardworking and dedicated workforce, and deliveries will begin this fall. Throughout the coming weeks, you'll be hearing more about the aircraft as we approach our milestone first delivery. I would like to thank our employees whose skill and passion for aviation brought us to this day. It's their vision, talent, and perseverance that help bring new ideas to life, even in the middle of a global pandemic. I'm honored and proud to be part of such a great team. I would now like to turn it back to Rob Scholl, who'll provide you with more details about the King Air 360. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. As Ron just described, we have focused on all aspects of the aircraft ownership experience when we developed the King Air 360. From the enhancements in the cockpit to the improvements in the cabin, we have developed the next iconic member of the King Air family. Over the next several minutes, we would like to describe some of the key features and upgrades in the cockpit that have helped improve the overall aircraft operational experience for the pilots. The first big upgrade we have included is the IS&S Thrust Sense Auto Throttle. This auto throttle provides a full regime system that computes and controls the appropriate power levels throughout the entire flight, including takeoff, landing, and go-arounds. The auto throttle provides envelope protection that adjusts the power of the operating engine during engine-out scenarios, which improves overall pilot control and allows the aircraft to accelerate and climb single engine. It also protects the engine by preventing over-torque and over-temperature exceedances. The auto throttle is controlled by the new electronic standby instrument. Another major upgrade to the cockpit is the new digital pressurization controller. Gone is the manual system that required the pilot's attention and time during the flight. The new digital pressurization controller automatically schedules cabin pressurization during both climb and descent, which reduces pilot workload and increases overall passenger comfort. Structural changes have also allowed us to increase the maximum cabin pressure, which results in a 10% lower cabin altitude compared to the King Air 350i. For example, while flying at 27,000 feet, cabin altitude is just 5,960 feet. This allows passengers a more comfortable flight experience. Another added benefit of the digital pressurization system is that it allowed us to eliminate some of the various indicators above the throttle. For example, the cabin pressurization gauges, along with the flap indicator, have been integrated into an electronic readout at the bottom of the Collins Aerospace ProLine Fusion MFD. Rounding out improvements in the cockpit are some additional enhancements such as improved Sirius XM weather coverage and updates to the onboard maintenance system. As you can see, the enhancements we have made in the King Air 360 were designed to create a whole new flying experience for pilots and passengers alike. Many of these enhancements are especially noticeable in the cabin of the aircraft. I would now like to introduce you to Christy Tannehill, our Senior Vice President of Customer Experience, who will take you through the exciting changes you will see inside the cabin. Christy?
Thank you, Rob. The cabin experience is such a critical element when a customer is choosing an aircraft. With the Beechcraft King Air 360, we believe it is important to exceed the customer's expectations. Most customers' time is spent inside the cabin of the aircraft, so comfort and quality are key elements to this overall experience. We've had many conversations with King Air owners and operators over the years, learning about what they want most in their airplane. This process was very much a collaborative effort, and I'm pleased to share with you the updates that have been made in the back of the aircraft. The King Air has often been referred to as an SUV with wings. With a maximum occupancy of up to 11 people, when you first step inside the King Air 360, you will immediately feel a greater sense of openness. While we explored ways to create this elevated and modern version of such a legendary aircraft, you will still be familiar with the iconic Beechcraft brand throughout the cabin area. In the King Air 360 cabin, you will see a higher level of overall quality and design, and it's really a collection of small refinements that make a big difference. A major priority was keeping a focus on the human factors. We wanted to establish a nice flow throughout the cabin and focus on its modern amenities. Refinements include additional legroom, increased table heights, and higher sidewall armrests. We also digitally pressure mapped the seats to identify best ways to focus on the passenger's overall comfort. You will also see great amenities, such as USB power outlets throughout the cabin, new switch designs, LED accent lighting for increased ambiance, as well as low-profile air and light components. The King Air 360 features 5 new interior schemes with a wide range of appealing color palettes. The new schemes include Lava Saddle, New Pewter, Latte, Buttercream, and Alpaca. The popular King Ranch interior package is also available with the King Air 360. The premium interior features satin-finished wood grain, upgraded materials, and accent stitching. An aircraft is an important investment for our customers, and we want to make that ownership experience the very best it can be. Many of our owners have told us there is nothing quite like a King Air. It sits high and proud, and we couldn't agree more. Rob?
Thank you, Christy. The cabin that your team has designed is truly remarkable, and I can't wait for our customers to experience it. I would also like to comment on the sustainability of our products as well. Like all of our jet and turboprop products, the King Air 360 is compatible with sustainable aviation fuel, which is available for our customers at delivery. This is a proud day for our entire Beechcraft family, our employees, and customers as we continue to invest in the leading turboprop aircraft the Beechcraft King Air. Throughout the coming weeks, you will be hearing more about the King Air 360 as we approach first delivery, and you will begin to see it around the country as we fly it on demonstration flights with our customers. Thank you again for joining us today. We look forward to sharing more great news about this exciting aircraft very soon.